Okay. The range, how far up and down does this go? Negative infinity to positive infinity. Are there any breaks in it? No, it goes down. This, even just this one right here, goes down forever and goes up forever. No breaks. All right, what did amplitude mean when it came to cosine and sine? How far it goes up and down from the center point, right? Amplitude is not a thing when it comes to tangent and cotangent graphs. You just don't talk about it. Amplitude, technically the amplitude tells you how, okay. There is not an amplitude. If you were asked this test question on ACT, which you wouldn't because it's too hard for the ACT, but if you were in some sort of test in college and they said, what's the amplitude of this tangent graph? There isn't one, okay? But there is a letter A that's in front of tangent, and that just makes it like more narrow or flatter. But it's not considered an amplitude. How about the period? How often does it repeat? What's the distance from here to here? What'd you say?
2 pi over 2 is just pi.
So pi? Because it goes from 1/2 pi to 1.5 pi. 1.5 minus 1/2 is just 1 pi. So the period is just pi. So if you do this right, your paper should look like this. It should say, the period is pi, the amplitude is not possible, the domain is negative infinity to infinity except for the asymptotes, and the range is negative infinity to infinity. Okay, for the next 10 minutes, you're going to do, maybe 15 minutes, you're going to do the other side with your partner. All right, cotangent. I'm going to do it too, and then you can compare yours to mine.
Oh, wait, no, it doesn't exist. Never mind.
What's the difference between the tangent and the cotangent graph, guys? Instead of y divided by x, it's x divided by y for every single point.
So is cotangent always tangent -1? Or no?
Yes.
It always is?
You mean -1 times tangent? You said tangent -1.
Oh, tangent to the exponent of -1.
Tangent to the exponent of -1?
Yeah.
No, and the inverse tangent is not the same thing as cotangent.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was asking.
But what I was answering is, if you take a tangent graph and you multiply by a -1, it becomes a cotangent.
Okay. Is it wrong to just do inverse tangent of 30?
Yet you can't do inverse tangent. That's not the same thing as cotangent.
No, it's not. Okay.
You could do 1 divided by tangent of 30,
All right.
as long as you're in degrees in your calculator, not in radians.
Yeah. So it starts with an asymptote. I think, right?
Yep. At 0 exactly. Yep, high.
And then this 1.7, I got 1. 8. 0.57.
I feel like my son is going to be like graduating high school and he's gonna be like crossing the stage and he's gonna get like a tear in his eye. And then he's gonna be like, this reminds me of that one time.
Wow. I didn't know. I was X divided by Y, which is equal to. Yeah. So you can't. That makes sense. So you, I said, wow, the one that's that checks out. What? 135. That makes sense. That would be.
Don't forget to also do the period, the amplitude.
Oh.
The shot.
I feel like all the people who I feel like all the people who jump on choir from easy to
It does one. It's supposed to be that one.
sucks. I was looking forward to that.
Yeah, it was one last year. I've watched that, it's like two. I know, and it's not the first one.
A friend of mine for my birthday, I don't have the kids this weekend, except for Sunday I do, but on Saturday I don't. And a friend of mine for my birthday bought me Baldur's Gate 3.
Wow.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Okay.
Is it? She was like, we can try playing it together. And I was like, I don't like playing with other people. And she was like, yeah, but maybe. You think I'm gonna like playing with other people?
Is it on sale?
It was on Black Friday when she got it for me. Or I guess Cyber Monday, whatever.
So what's the reason you don't like playing? Like just like inefficient, like gonna be inefficient or like impatient or what?
I like deciding what I'm doing and doing it. So like if I'm doing like a mission, I wanna go do this mission and I wanna do it in this way. If I'm playing Red Dead Redemption, yeah, I'm gonna be shooting sparrows out of the sky for maybe an hour. And I'm just doing that right now. Like, I don't wanna have to like wait for somebody else to make decisions. Also, I'm really good at playing, so I get impatient when other people make mistakes. Except for, as long as I'm on a PC. If I'm on a PC, I'm an excellent gamer. And if I'm on a PlayStation or an Xbox or anything where I have to use like controls, garbage, like absolute garbage. Can't walk, can't move, can't jump.
I can do both.
Ooh, look at you. That's what cotangent looks like. Check your work, please.
recommend you try playing with multiplayer, but I'm not sure if you enjoy it or not.